Hi, YouTube family, friends, and especially Keto Granny's Way champions. It is with a heavy heart that I come on this live today. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be live streaming a new segment Keto Granny's Way is going to be doing weekly. And it's called Let's Talk About It and That Too. I'm going to give you some highlights about what that live stream is going to be about tomorrow. I will be going live and the topic is, why am I still fat when I count calories and exercise? I kept asking myself that because I never been slim. And every time I started a diet, it was calorie counting and exercise. So we will talk about that subject tomorrow. The topic, I guess the analogy that I will be using is the puzzle. And why the puzzle? Because my mom used to put puzzles together. And puzzles, it was like 1,000 pieces. And a lot of the pieces looked alike. Okay? But it seemed I brought her solace. And she put these puzzles together. And then she would put some glue or something on the back, put some on the back so they became a picture. That was giving me too much anxiety. But anyway, one day, I think it was my oldest sister and I was given a canister, which was a puzzle. And mine, I think, was Pinocchio. I don't remember what hers was. But anyway, it was like about 25 or 30 pieces in the canister. They were big pieces. That was right up my alley because they were big. It wasn't a lot of them. It didn't trigger my anxiety. And it gave me somewhat of an anticipation, I would say, which made me feel kind of good and thought that I could put this puzzle together. But anywho, I used the puzzle analogy because dieting has so many factors to it, and everybody got a piece of it. Everybody got a piece, and they stand on it, they fight for it, and they believe in it, and they push it. And I've tried a lot of those pieces, but there was a main piece that was missing in all of the trials that I did. But they did have a common denominator. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Why am I still fat and I count calories and exercise? Okay. Every time I went to a doctor, they would hand me a diet, 1,200 calorie diet. And it had a half a cup of this or exchange this or whatnot, you know, and that's not how I eat. But at 15, I was in the hospital for something. And the doctor came to me and he said that I was diabetic. He gave me a 1,200 calorie diet plan and sent me home. I just so happened it was with my aunt, I believe. And she had this diet supplement on her refrigerator. Now, my aunt, when she dieted, she had the diet egg, which was an egg that covered the whole skillet. She had, she would do macaroni salad, and she had these AIDS candy supplements, diet supplements. So when I heard that I was supposed to have diabetes, I really didn't know what it was, but it didn't sound like it was going to mesh with my lifestyle. So what I did was I didn't accept that diagnosis, and I came to my aunt's house, and she had that box of diet AIDS supplement, and I commenced to eat the whole box. Okay. That was my denial of having diabetes. But anyway, officially at 16 is when I officially was on a diet with prescription drugs. We're gonna talk about that. But we're gonna get to today. What it is that I want to talk about is with a heavy heart that I have today, that there are 5 major people in my life that I love dearly and really don't want to see any hurt, harm, or danger come to them. But out of the 5, my husband of 2.5 years died, and I found him. He suffered with type 2 diabetes for 12 years. I knew nothing about diabetes other than it was called sugar. You're not supposed to eat sugar, and you take insulin. That was my only knowledge I had about diabetes. But anyway, for 16 months, we courted, and he didn't have any incidents, hospitalization, highs, lows, or whatever. So it was the night that we got married that we was at the hotel, and he was sick. And I was like, what's the matter? You know, he was sweating and cramping up and running to the bathroom and whatnot, you know, and it started to concern me. So I asked him, you know, do you want me to call 911? And he was like, no, don't call 911. I'm going to handle it. I was like, okay. But I told him, I said, at 3 o'clock, if you're not better by 3 o'clock, I'm calling EMS. He wasn't better. And despite what he said, I called 911. And the EMS came. And this was our first bout with my first encounter with a diabetes episode. They took his blood sugar, they checked it, and it was off the scale. They rushed him to the hospital. Come to find out, he was in ketoacidosis. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay, so he passed away 2018, and I came home from church, and I found him dead on our couch. That was devastating to me. Okay. Then my brother, who is actually my cousin by marriage, adopted me as sister. So he found out he had many problems, but he never let that show. He was a strong man of faith. He gave the devil not an inch. He always was positive, no matter what it was that somebody said or whatever. He went over and beyond what they said would be. He was supposed to not live past 45. He had prostate cancer. He was supposed to be on oxygen by 50, a wheelchair by 45. And he beat all those odds. He was a very loving, kind, he was an empath. He was to his own fault. But he was very important to me because he gave me a lot of first things. We'll talk about that too. But anyway, my heart is heavy today because on the 8th of November, it'll be a month that he had passed away. He had went down to Pennsylvania to finalize his arrangements for his sister who passed away that Wednesday. His sister came and got him on a Thursday. I got a call on that Saturday that he had passed away. I lost him. He was not supposed to die. Remember, he was not supposed to leave this earth before 96 and have his Thanksgiving dinner. He said he would be 96 He'd have his Thanksgiving dinner, and he would go upstairs and go to bed to glory. And that's what I looked forward to anyway. So this is why I have the heavy heart, because my brother was a large man. He's always been a big man. When he came to Detroit, he was, I think he said a 3X. And I was about 4 or 5X. But anywho, I was like about 405 pounds when he came up here. But anyway, he became my ace boom coon. We hung out, we did everything together, everything. When you see him, see me. And so that was in 85, I believe, when he came to Detroit. So when I heard that he had passed away, he's supposed to be getting married. His engagement party was supposed to have been the 15th, the week after he had passed. And it was just devastating. It was devastating to me. So I remember. But it grieved my heart because he was overweight, and I just saw me. This just was me, and how I felt being obese. That it was not healthy. Why I was obese. I was causing hurt, harm, and danger to myself unknowingly by abusing sugar and emotionally eating. But once I came to the knowledge of I was abusing this perfect body that God gave me, I had to first apologize to God for abusing this perfect body. And I truly have the battle scars or the wounds or my badges of honor of that abuse that I've done to myself. But anyway, my spirit is strong, but my heart emotionally is broken because he was a major, big, gigantic part of a lot of first things, of self-esteem, building me up. Come on. He was a mountain in that. Then he was a man of faith. He was my pastor. He was my bishop. And I really don't want to babble, you guys, but I'm trying to get my thoughts together and what it was that I wanted to talk about. I was trying to do this before my great grandbaby came, woke up, but she kind of woke up. She's not feeling well. But anyway, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is how can you love the people when you're causing hurt, harm, and danger to yourself? How can you be there for them if you're not there for yourself? So what I realized is in my losing him and losing my husband is that I will not allow no one else that is close to me to die on my watch senselessly, prematurely, because of the knowledge I have about diabetes and obesity and nutrition and diet. My only daughter, was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes with an A1C of 7.3, I believe it was. And they gave her metformin. They didn't give her any instruction about what she's supposed to do. They didn't give her a prescription for a meter, a blood meter. They didn't give her anything but the metmorphin prescription, and told her to cut out the sugar. So when I found out that she was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and my education of diet-related illnesses, type 2 diabetes being one of them, I told her, don't take that metmorphin. She said it was making her sick. She couldn't leave home. You know, it was she had to stay close to the bathroom and this and whatever and stuff. And she was feeling bad. But this is the part that got me, though. She goes to the doctor once a month or whatever it is. Okay, sit down here, Mom, and write. You want to sit down here and write? You want to sit down here? You want to sit down here and write? Okay. Here. There you go. And it wasn't until she told her doctor that she had blurred vision, she was thirsty a lot and whatnot. This is the only time that they decided to do a blood test. And when they did the blood test, this is when they diagnosed her after 2 times that she was diabetic. And the test that they did on her was a blood test and a glucose tolerance test. So my knowledge that I have about diabetes, that's my only child. It's not only that I go out at 42 years old because of diet-related illness. So I told her how she can eat. I said, did you know, first of all, the ADA says that diabetes can be maintained long-term without medicine. That was the first thing I told her. Second thing was, it's not what you eat, it's how you eating it. And I have a 4-step method on weaning people off of sugar. And a lot of people don't even realize they're addicted to sugar until you try to quit it. But anyway, the first thing I told her to do is stop drinking your carbohydrates. She was drinking those clear fruit waters. That was her way of getting water. Each one of those got like 42 grams of sugar in its container, which is about 10 and a half or so teaspoons of sugar. And she was drinking more than 3 or 4 of these a day. Okay, so we're going to talk about that tomorrow too. The causes, the reversal, the prevention of diabetes, and how you can maintain a fat loss long-term eating the foods you love and feel while maintaining fat burning metabolism. You guys know that I've lost 157 pounds in 14 months, and I've managed to maintain 130 of those pounds of fat loss for 4 years now. And I eat the foods that I love. I don't eat nothing, and it's not portion control, it's not calorie counting. I weigh nothing, and the scale is not my friend. That is not my measurement of success. Okay, so losing my brother really put something forward to me with my YouTube channel. I want to get the information out there. I want to get the education or re-education out there to not reinvent the wheel, but just change the tire. Because like I said, everybody got a piece of the puzzle. But I think the main piece is balance. Habituation and desensitizing. That's what I believe is the 3 main components of this puzzle, of which I've managed to utilize them for the last 4 years. And because of that, I don't have high cholesterol. We'll talk about that tomorrow too, about high cholesterol, the LDL, the the bad cholesterol. But anyway, the heaviness that I have today is that time is coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the 8th, and I was looking at a video of my brother, and it just brought memories to my heart. So I put this out here to you guys. If you got someone that you love that's really dear to you, it's you. It could be you. It could be your family member, a friend, but someone that's dear to you, and you see that the nutritional road that they're on is causing them hurt. And when I say hurt, it's causing them hurt because they know what it is that they're doing is causing their sugar to be up, for them to have bad cholesterol. Is doing something to them that's causing them hurt. Whatever this activity is, it could be gambling, shopping, whatever it is, and you see someone that you love in this vicious cycle. So, hurt, harm, and danger. You could be a vent, and you could be an enabler. You could help them stay stuck. And I'm not going to help no one stay stuck no more. And I realized in order for me to be a lover of them, I have to first love me. So I had to learn how to self-love me. I had to take care of me, because if we on a plane and it's going down, what good is it if the baby if I put the mask on the baby and I can't breathe? I have to first put the mask on me so that I have a chance to save the baby. It may seem selfish, but it's not. But anyway, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, let's talk about it. I want you to meet and greet Keto Gigi. I want you to ask your questions. If you're interested in being in the live, drop a comment. Drop your email so that I can send you an invite so you can come on in and answer. And if you got questions, or you could just put your question in the comment box. Okay. So, on my watch, I am not willingly going to sit around and watch people that I love and care for. Just die prematurely. This is what I'm gonna leave with you guys. This right here has 4 servings, and each serving is 9 grams of sugar. Now I was told that I should have about between 23 and 28 grams of sugar a day, being over 50. This is 36 grams of sugar. That's over my daily allotment that I'm supposed to have the amount of sugar. And I'm also eating these. There's 3.5 servings in this bag. And it's only less than 2 grams of sugar in here, but the carbohydrates. Okay, wait a minute. The carbohydrates is 19 per serving. So you multiply 19 by 3.5, and you're looking at over 26 grams of sugar that the body is going to equate and break down to sugar. Okay? So between this and this, I am about 3 or 4 days over my allotted sugar. So I'm here to let you know, Keto Granny's Way is all about balance and habituation and being desensitized to the very thing that is causing you hurt, harm, and danger. There's no cheating in my regimen. You make a conscious decision to choose to eat candy, eat the chips without guilt, without shame. Get down, get it. Without guilt and shame, and get hit with the wagon, falling off of it and whatever. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. This was just, I just needed to come on and just vent, express myself, express my feelings, and let you guys know about tomorrow's Let's Talk About It segment with Keto Granny, on Keto Granny's Way. And you guys get to meet the new host of that segment, Keto Gigi. So come on out at 2 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow and bring your questions or just listen. You know, because knowledge is only powerful when you apply it. And change will only happen when changes happen. Until then, it's like having money in the bank and don't have an account to be able to draw it out. That don't make sense. To be rich and broke at the same time, because you do not use the information to be able to draw the money out of the bank. But anyway, Keto Granny's Way. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Self-love you first, so that you can love the ones who's dependent on you to love them. And if you love them sincerely, you'll do all that you can to keep yourself healthy, so that you can be around to help them navigate through this puzzle called life. Until next time, Keto Granny, Keto Granny's Way. You say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Until the next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's talk about it. Okay?